You will not. Okay.
You came here because you're my new son.
Of course. Only to hear you laughing, this make my day. That's it. I'm done.
Look, it's so hard to change. That's human nature. It's not just you, Ron. This is all of us. It's so hard to change. We get overwhelmed with this. But this is a process, and it takes normally 5 days for it to work with people. And so, yes, you have honest understandings. Why do I have to do all of this? Why do I need 64 of these? Maybe you only need 32. I don't know. Maybe you need 80. But you'll decide what you need to establish a new routine and a new path for you to have what you want. Maybe your goal is not strong enough. Maybe we have to work on a little bit refining your goal yet. For the athletes, it's easy. I want to throw 60 meters.
But listen, Norm, I like what you did before. Find something you can be the best in the world at. You were passionate about it.
Yeah.
Is it true that most of the examples from Harada, it's athletes, it's sport?
Well, that's the ones he has many in many different areas. This is just the one. The only problem, you see, is he gives me it in Japanese. Could you imagine how long it took Noriko to translate every sheet? Just take that one sheet. I don't know how many hours Noriko spent just translating that one sheet from Japanese to English. So Harada gave me certain sheets, but I have many examples that I could give you. I try to show my example here, and George, of course, has done this, and he's been very successful moving his life forward.
I saw George, well, you put it on your website, right? When you discuss, when we have the webinar? Yeah. Sheet as well.
Did you share your 64 in your...
Oh, yes, in a video.
In a video,
okay.
yeah.
In a video plus it'll be on the website.
So-
I don't know. We do have one piece of homework. Other than reviewing each company's values, vision, mission statement, we've got to create a goal for ourselves for this, a new goal for ourselves this year with Norman Bodek. He's going to take us through the Harada method. So I want to tell you about my goal for the last couple years that I've been working towards, and so far so good. All right, and then I'm going to review with you the itinerary for the next week. All right, so here's my book. I haven't opened up my Harada book for a little while, but this was the goal I set with Joanne about a year ago, and it says to travel each calendar year, days shy of 6 months each year. So I obviously repeated myself. It doesn't matter. Really, the 64 chart is excellent. It allows you to plan for what your main goal is and how to get there around it.
It's good to look at other people's examples, but believe me, it'll come from you and you'll see how this works. Then we'll do Quick and Easy Kaizen tomorrow, which I think is a marvelous technique to start to. You want to change people. Quick and Easy Kaizen is the best way for them to change themselves. The average company in America gets one idea from the average employee every 7 years. In America, we have what's called the suggestion system. And the American suggestion system, you can get 10% of the savings. If you're an employee, you get 10% of the savings. And they get one idea every 7 years. Toyota got 70 ideas per employee per year. America get one every 7 years. Toyota was getting 70 ideas. I taught a company here in the next town, Newburgh, a dental equipment company, small company, 150 people. We were getting 3 ideas per week per employee. 3 ideas in writing. And when you look at these ideas, I'll show you some tomorrow, amazing what people will come up with. That is the most powerful method to change people.
Did you find any difference, anything that make the difference because of rewarding?
No. No rewards. Eventually, even giving a reward is a detrimental idea in America, but we do it. because one person steals an idea from somebody else to get the reward, and it makes competition. It's terrible. And in Japan, they started no rewards. Eventually, they gave $5 maybe, or $10. Mirai gives $6 for every mistake or every idea you come up with. But very little money. And all the people I taught, I said, don't give any money. Yeah. People are so happy to be doing new things using their brains. They're so happy to be solving problems. And I taught one company called Gulfstream. They make corporate jets, very big company. They had 1,000 people in Mexico. And I just went there for a few days a year. That's all. I mean, I went there for 5 years in a row, but just one week I go down there. Every time I go down, I teach them something new. The first thing I taught them was quick and easy Kaizen. They were getting 356 ideas out of 1,000 people. 356 ideas, 1,000 people. Last year they got 40,000. They went from 356 to 40,000 ideas. They won the Shingo Prize in America. They save $2 million a year now from those ideas. And this is in Mexico, where the labor rate is 1/5 of America. It's such a powerful process that we're going to review tomorrow, and I'll teach you how to do it, and you can do it. Quick and easy Kaizen. That's what we call it, quick and easy Kaizen. It's so easy to do, but you got to do it. Everything else, you got to do it. But if you tie it into the Harada method, and you put it down as one is your task, I'm going to do quick and easy Kaizen, and this is when I get started, and then your coach knows what you want to do, and you tell your coach, I'm going to start on Monday and do this, and at the end of Monday, you send your form to the coach, and the coach looks at it and sees that you didn't do it. So what are you going to say to him? What are you going to say?
How can I help you to start?
That's good. What else can you say? Ron, maybe, is there another way that you could look at this? We have to be very careful that we're not criticizing Ron. Yeah. That's the trick. Don't ask why you don't do it. Yeah. The best thing is Ron has to write down. Ron will write down. He's going to review his day. We'll see that tomorrow. He'll review his day and see what he did do and what he didn't do. Let me just read this to you.
Yes, go ahead.
Harada has provided me with a journey towards self-actualization based upon the concept of self-reliance. I do not think money can buy. I read the book when I saw the notes. I wondered how we're going to kill 5 days. Fill 5 days. There is a few forms to fill in, and it would surely not take 5 days to teach me that. Looking back, I realized that this is much more than just the forms that one needs to complete and review with Japanese-like dedication and self-discipline. The time spent is merely an introduction to a personal journey of self-actualization. At first, one is quite irritated. He was irritated by the abundance of Japanese references. He said examples of perfection, the numerous spelling errors in the document. He didn't like my book, too many spelling errors. And the apparent nonsensical translations. These factors all contributed to the risk we run in developing resistance to everything that related to Japanese. A lot of the Westerners' inability to realize the same success with lean tools we took from the Japanese, we blame on the Japanese work culture and work ethic. The Harada method is anything but a set of tools to realize improvements. It is the introduction to an amazing journey. It is a journey that only you can make amazing. Once you realize this, the doors open you to the true value of the process. The process is very generous. The more you give, the more you get back. Suddenly, the small issues are no longer important. Once I started the journey, I realized that this is not relying on a Japanese culture. It's about developing a habit of being successful. Yes, I think presenting this course, I will come across the excuses of success dependency on Japanese culture. It will be my job to try and duplicate my experience of awakening, looking past the excuses. It is after all about self-reliance. At Wednesday morning, he was so unhappy. What did I come all the way here? I'm so tired, 24 hours, I'm spending all this money, and he writes this at the end of the week. And hopefully you'll do the same. So today is a struggle moment. 2 hard days, right? And what I'm saying is that just be patient. You'll begin to teach. You'll begin to teach on your own on Thursday, and you'll learn how to be a great coach on Friday. And it's worked. And it's worked. You know what I mean? So well with so many people. I have had only, out of 60 people, I have only had 1 negative feedback out of 60 people. Only 1. Most people tell me it's the best week of their life. And they get so excited that it's in Italian, it's in Polish, it's in German, and it's in Spanish. These are all people came here and got excited. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll find the same at the end of the week when you put this all together, and you're going to start to practice tomorrow because you're going to start doing your daily diary tomorrow.